Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, it's good to see you again. My name is Widyana Azizah from 4A English Education Department of UIN Jakarta. Alright, in this video, I'm going to tell you the review of 10 articles that I have read in this 4th semester. So this video is an assignment for extensive reading 2020. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to discuss 4 important things. First is students' learning problems, which consist of 2 articles, goal structures, which consist of 3 articles, teachers' self-efficacy, which consists of 2 articles, and self-efficacy in English education, which consists of 3 articles. So firstly, I'm going to tell you the summary of the articles, and then I'm going to tell you the relations between these articles and the topics. Alright, so the first topic is students' learning problem. The first article in this topic is subject matter of videos for teens on YouTube by Antonio, García, Jiménez, and Manuel, Montes, Vozmediano. Alright, so the study purpose of this article is to discuss the videos linked to the teens on the YouTube platform in order to identify the subject matter or purpose of the teenager-related videos with the highest number of views, and to analyze the characteristics of these visual creations and to study the audio-visual treatment of these videos whose content demonstrates their preventive or educational purposes. So these articles have found that the users of YouTube have shown greater interest in seeking out constructive content to learn, educate themselves, or avoid potentially risky situations than in looking for violent or humorous content or content of other types. So the second article is about the stress. One of the problems of the students is stress. The impact of stress on students in secondary school and higher education. So this article is written by Michaela P. Pascoe, Sarah E. Hetrick, and Alexandra G. Parker. So the study proposed in this article is to review the most recent research concerning the impact of academic-related stress on students' learning capacity and academic performance, mental health problems such as depression and anxiety, sleep disturbances, and substance use, because students in secondary and tertiary education settings face a wide range of ongoing stressors related to academic demands. So these researchers have found that the academic-related stress is a major concern for secondary and tertiary students, and the ongoing stress relating to education has demonstrated negative impact on students' learning capacity, academic performance, education and employment attainment, sleep quality and quantity, physical health, mental health, and substance use outcomes. Then, the second topic is the goal structure. So the first article in this topic is changes in the perceived classroom goal structure and pattern of adaptive learning during early adolescence, written by Tim Urdan and Carol Midgley. So the study purpose of this article is to compare the students who perceived an increase, decrease, or no change in the mastery performance goal structures of their classroom during the transition to the middle school and across 2 grades within the middle school. So in this research, the researchers have found that students' perception of changes in the mastery goal structure of their classroom are more strongly related to motivation, cognition, affect, and performance than are their perceptions of changes in the performance goal structure. And the stronger effects associated with changes in the perceived mastery goal structure are prevalent both during the transition to the middle school and during the transition from the 6th grade to the 7th grade within the middle school. Then this is the second article, Predictors of Academic Self-Handicapping and Achievement, Examining Achievement Goals, Classroom Goal Structures, and Culture, written by Tim Urdan. So this study purpose is to examine the predictors of self-handicapping using a more comprehensive model than the ones used in the past, and to examine whether the influence of achievement goals and goal structures differed according to the cultural characteristics of participants. And Tim Urdan has found that generational differences on motivational goals and behaviors are due to the differences in family orientation, and self-handicapping behavior has harmful effects on and on the achievements. Alright, so the third article is Advancing Achievement Goal Theory, using goal structures and goal orientations to predict students' motivation, cognition, and achievement by Christopher A. Walters. So the study purpose is to investigate how the classroom goal structure and personal goal orientation are related to each other and to a collection of motivational, cognitive, and achievement outcomes. So this study have found that goal structure and goal orientation were related to adaptive outcomes in all areas of this research, and they are motivation, cognition, and achievement. So the third topic is about teacher self-efficacy. The first article in this topic is Predicting Teachers' Achievement Goals for Teaching, the Role of Perceived School Goal Structure and Teachers' Sense of Efficacy, by Yoon Jung Cho and Simcox Serenashim. So the study purpose of this article is to investigate contextual and personal factors associated with teachers' achievement goals for teaching. So this article have found that teachers with high teaching efficacy maintain personal achievement goals for teaching even when their school have conflicting goals. But teachers with low teaching efficacy tended to just follow the goals promoted by their schools. So, teachers' sense of efficacy decreased the effect of perceived school goal structures on achievement goals for teaching. So, the second article of this topic is The Influence of Teachers' Self-Efficacy on Perception, Perceived Teachers' Competence and Respect, and Students' Effort and Achievement, by Angela D. Miller, Erin M. Ramirez, and Tamara D. Murdoch. So the study purpose of this article is to examine how teachers' self-reported of self-efficacy influence students' perception of two aspects of instructional environment: perceived teaching competence and perceived teacher respect. And the study have found that both the context of learning as represented by course level and teachers' self-efficacy beliefs influence the perceptions that the teachers have of their students and explains variance in students' perception of their teachers' competence and respects. And it also found that students in advanced classes perceived no significant differences in teachers' competence or respect as compared to the perception of students in standard courses. And the last topic is self-efficacy in English education. The first article is about the relationship between Iranian EFL teachers' sense of self-efficacy and their pedagogical success in language institutes, by Afnaseh Ghanizadeh and Fatemeh Muafian. So the study purpose is to investigate the relationship between teachers' sense of efficacy and their pedagogical success, and to determine whether there is a relationship between teachers' sense of self-efficacy and teaching experience and their age. So this study have found that the stronger the teachers believe in their capacity to successfully accomplish the teaching task, the more likely they are assessed as successful from the students' perspectives, and the teacher's self-efficacy tends to increase with additional years of teaching experience and their age. So, in conclusion, teachers' self-efficacy is critical in the teaching process, and age and teaching experience have positive impacts on increasing the teacher's self-efficacy. Then, the second article is the mediating effects of self-efficacy on learners' reading strategy use and reading proficiency by Hyangil Kim and Hyekeng Kim. So the study proposed in this article is to examine whether there exists any potential internal mediating mechanism in the relation between the reading strategy use and reading proficiency with the inclusion of self-efficacy beliefs and anxiety. So the study found a positive impact of reading strategy use on reading proficiency, and self-efficacy beliefs perform a mediating function to the reading strategy use, while anxiety does not show any. And the last article is the effect of collaborative versus individual strategic reading on college EFL learners' reading comprehension and self-efficacy by Hassan Mohammed Kassim. So the study proposed is to examine which strategic reading is better between the correlative strategic reading or CSR and the independent strategic reading of or ISR for foreign language reading comprehension and the effect of those strategic reading on reading self-efficacy. So both CSR and ISR both CSR and ISR are effective in promoting reading comprehension and reading self-efficacy among foreign language students. So, in conclusion, students are actually searching for materials to educate themselves based on the research by García, which find that in YouTube, students are only looking for the materials which can educate themselves. However, there are educational related factors which make them stressed and finally have negative impact to their learning capacity and academic performance. Then, students' perceptions of changes in their goal structures of their classroom are strongly related to the motivation, cognition, affect, and performance. So, the students' motivational goal structures the motivational goal structures differences are due to their different family orientation. And the goal structure and the goal orientation were related to adaptive outcomes in motivation, cognition, and achievement. Then the teacher's sense of efficacy decreased the effect of perceived school goal structures on achievement goals for teaching, and this makes them have their own goal structure to follow, not to follow their school's goal structure. And these self-efficacy beliefs influence the perceptions that the teachers have of their students and influence students' perception of their teachers' competence and respect. This teacher self-efficacy is critical in teaching process, and age and teaching experience have positive impacts on increasing teacher self-efficacy. So, self-efficacy belief perform a mediating function to the usage of the reading strategy. Both the correlative strategic reading or CSR and independent strategic reading or ISR are effective in promoting reading comprehension and self-efficacy among foreign language students. So the self-efficacy is really important. Alright, I think that's all for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.